There have been movies and documentaries and plays about Harriet Tubman, and now there is a unique mural dedicated to her on the path of the Underground Railroad in Buffalo. Channel 2's Claudine Ewing caught up with the artist.
Buffalo has many murals. Each tells a story. There are some that stand out, like this one of Harriet Tubman, an abolitionist. She helped lead many to freedom using safe houses along the Underground Railroad, which had stops here in Buffalo. On that path is now a mural of the woman many called Black Moses. Meet the man behind the mural, Gino Morrow.
Such a large canvas to work on, the expressway, the overpass, the wall. And so I really spent a lot of time just meditating on the pure size of it. But the things that you could not anticipate is, okay, how would I respond to being 14 feet up and on a scaffold on unlevel ground? Then the spiders, oh my goodness, there's a spider infestation going on. The actual subject matter of Harriet and Child was inspired by a sculptor by the name of Wesley Wolford. My focus for the concept was this sort of juxtaposition or duality and this constant contrast taking place. And so what you see in the eyes of the child versus what you see in Harriet's eyes is you have a child who is definitely in fear, but trusting, because of course, as a child, you trust the adult that you're with. And then you have Harriet, who is experienced and full of determination. You contrast that against the background where you have a very dark past that's represented in the form of a storm in the background versus the bright future, which is represented by the butterfly and the flower in the foreground.
To use his skill and tell the story in art about Harriet, her eyes.
You can look into her eyes and you can see the determination. You can see her face and the intensity and the focus. And so I think what I wanted people to walk away from is the fact that having that degree of determination and focus creates the outcomes that you desire.
The lightning bolt.
The lightning bolt itself is, first, it does represent the crack of the whip, because the sound of thunder is and the crack of the whip are very similar.
Freedom.
The monarch butterfly is the intuitive desire to be free or move about naturally. And so the monarch, of course, has a path from north to south and back north again when it migrates and reproduces.
If you were to take a map of the United States and lay it directly behind the thunderbolt or the lightning bolt, it is actually the path of the Underground Railroad from the south on through to Canada. So I actually pulled that symbology off of a map and tied it in as a source of nature in the form of a lightning bolt.
And the fact that this mural is right here where you are on the United States and there's Canada.
Exactly.
How does it make you feel to do this in your hometown?
I'm honored.
Your name is now forever etched on that roadway.
I'm putting my soul into this because I feel a connection to it.
Morrow now lives in Dallas with his family, and he takes time to follow the saying, each one, teach one.
If I wanted to inspire the next generation of people who learns about this story, I don't want to inspire them from images that make them feel like, chains, whips. That's not inspiring to me. And I love my history, and I know my history well. And I think that that's a relevant part. I have to teach my children that, but I have to also teach them about how to continue to hope.
Hope, Harriet. Because he's learned to hope with opportunity, he's leaving a mark on the path of freedom.
Thank you to Claudine for that story. And the mural will be officially unveiled tomorrow afternoon. We're going to have more on the ceremony tomorrow here on Most Buffalo.